video starts, guys, I just wanted to throw something out there. My email address is in the About part. If you go to my homepage, hit About, you'll see my email address there. Send me an email. If there's any guys out there, okay, that want to come on and have a one-on-one discussion, just shoot the crap about the Jets. When did you become a Jet fan? What do you think? What's your thinking? What's this? What's that? I'm interested in getting a couple guys, 2 or 3, 4 guys, and having a conversation with them about the Jets. One at a time, we'll get together and shoot the shit before we even do it. Well, I'm not cold turkey and just throw you on here. Cold turkey. Not going to just throw you on here. We'll shoot the shit, talk a little bit about it, and if there's anybody out there, let's get to the video. Hey guys, what a crazy ass game, huh? Crazy game. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I wanted to open up real quick with something. I did a little surfing around the blogosphere at some of the Jet sites this week. And it's really amazed me how many guys that are out there that are doing this, what I'm doing kind of thing, and how they're really down on Jet fans who are critical. It just blew me away. I couldn't believe him. Like, where did this holier than thou? I was just in shock listening to it. And it was like so many of them, you know, and a decent amount of them have more followers than me, and that's great. And I just thought to myself, why are they critical of people that are critical of Zach Wilson, or people that are critical of Saleh, or people are critical of Joe Douglas, or, you know, the way I look at it, and maybe I'm crazy, is as Jet fans, you kind of earn the right to not trust. There is a paranoia. We are a different type of fan. We have been screwed, I would say, more than any other team in the NFL over the last 70, 110, 50-something years. So the bottom line is, when you go to these sites and everything, don't start anything. Stick up for yourself, man. Stick up for yourself. And that includes here. Because here's the bottom line. I'm not going to judge you for being negative or positive or too negative. I may disagree with you, but you have every right to feel the way you feel, and you don't need to be preached to. And I'm not going to ever preach to you guys. I promise you that. So, on with the game. What can you say? The couple guarantees that you can get out of this is that the Jacksonville coach will never, ever be retained as the head coach. It was some of the worst play calling I have ever seen in my entire life. I mean, I just could not believe it. The only true successful play was when Trevor took off in the end of the game and got it down to the 5. The running play before that, it was just so horrible. The goal line offensive calls where it was just horrible. There were so many routes that were being run that weren't even inside the end zone. It was incredible. It was just terrible. Yet, it seemed like, and again, I'm not criticizing even. I'm not taking this serious anymore. I'm not. But it seemed like the Jets were doing everything they possibly could, coaching staff, to lose this game. I mean, how many points can you possibly leave on? You know, the reason it wasn't a big deal for us is that a team hits a certain point in the season that on 4th and 2 at their own 41, they'll go for it. And we don't sit there and, you know, lose any sleep over it. Where if we were in a playoff situation, we would be like, you know, shaking, our knees would be, you know, shaking. So we're at a point in the season that a coach decided several times to not put points on the board. This game should have been over. The Jaguars should have been down more than one score for a good part of the end of the first half and the whole entire second half. The game should have been over. I don't care. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Saleh would not have played it the way this guy played it. I'm not saying Saleh would have not gone for it on 4th down. He would have realized that we really didn't have an end zone threat. Mims is done, right? We can all agree on that now, kind of at least. Mims is shot. Whatever's going on with Mims, he's shot. So without Mims, you don't have an end zone presence other than your tight ends and apparently McDermott, right? You don't have that presence. So the bottom line is, when you got to that point, just kick the damn field goal. Give yourself some points. All we keep hearing how important it is, how important it is, how important it is for Zach, for the young kids to get a win, to get a win, to get a win. Well, get the damn win. Kick a field goal. And these announcers like going crazy over Trevor Lawrence compared to Zach today. It was hysterical. Trevor Lawrence, for the first half, he didn't throw an accurate pass in the first half. It was either behind, everything, all of his passes. I'm not saying this to knock Trevor Lawrence. He's going to be a tremendous quarterback, I'm sure. But his passes sucked. He had protection today. Have you ever seen a guy have protection like that in a 2-minute drill at the end of a game? Have you ever seen, when you have a 2-minute drill like that and you have no fear of he had no fear of being sacked other than this blitz by Guidry when he came close and the one he had to throw up in the air on the last play. He had no fear. A punt returner and a kickoff returner. Forget about what he does receiving. And what he does receiving, this guy, I'm telling you, as the years go on, 2 years from now, this guy is going to be an extremely valuable player on this team. He's not going to be your second receiver, but he's going to be extremely make some really clutch big plays in big games. You've got to extend Barrios. You've got to extend him. So the bottom line is, those things have to be done. I apologize. I thought I had somebody at the door there. So the bottom line is the Jets won the game. They should have easily won. I mean, with having that amount of guys on COVID, Jacksonville is a horrible, horrible football team. And in the meantime, as I'm watching the Jet game, in the background on my second screen, I've got the Patriots and the Bills. And as I'm watching that game and watching the Jet game, it hit me how the Jets aren't that far away, guys. They really, if they make the right moves and sign the right free agents, and I'm not talking about A-plus guys, if they do the right thing with these draft picks, they are not far away from, I'm not saying winning a Super Bowl, they are not far away from this division. Because whatever is going on with the Bills, they are not they are not on their way to rising to a powerhouse right this second, right now. And the Patriots, to me right now, it's smoke and mirrors. That's what the Patriots are doing. And it's showing. So, Jets aren't far away, guys. Not from this division. They really, really aren't that far away. And and the Dolphins too. That's another team I don't respect whatsoever. I really don't respect whatsoever. So, you take this game and you're happy with it. And I look at Zach's game today, and I'm not as down as I think other people might be. I mean, are the Jet fans down on this game? I thought he played pretty well, considering what he was throwing to, considering the protection. I mean, can you imagine if Zach had the kind of protection that Lawrence had today? It'd be a whole different ball game. It'd be a whole different ball game. To me, look, walking away from this, if I'm really being honest, I can't walk away from this game saying I'm more impressed with Trevor Lawrence than Zach Wilson. I mean, Zach easily could have rushed for over 100 yards today. I mean, would he come up like 10 yards short? Today, he ran the ball with authority. Remember I busted his chops on that run when he slid down and he had the whole damn open field? He could have gone another 40 yards for a touchdown. Not today, man. I mean, something got into his head. He's listening. He's making the adjustments. Today he didn't slide. He wasn't stupid, but he didn't slide. So overall, bottom line, looking at this, and one last thing. How do you lose that much of your defensive front line? And the Jets against the run today were not horrendous. They weren't even horrible. They weren't even pathetic. They weren't that good, maybe. How did it get better? don't tell me the team you're going up against, because I still don't know who those Miami runners were last week. Don't tell me it's the running backs and the quality of player. Not in the running game. Not in the running game. The same offensive line that the Jets could not put a hand on Trevor Lawrence for most of the game. Couldn't even get close to him. Was blocking. So how did they do so good against the run today? What was the difference? You got to wonder. You got to wonder. You got to wonder, these number one players that the Jets have, that Saleh has given them total pass to just go get the quarterback. Don't worry, just go. And all of a sudden you get guys that can't get the quarterback, can't even get off the line of scrimmage. And here they are doing a better job. There were more, I haven't looked at the stats yet, but I'm going to guess and say there were more tackles made by the line today than any of the previous 3 weeks. I'm going to say it wasn't even close. Well, it couldn't be close. Last week, I think it was there were 2 tackles. So overall, it was Jacksonville. It's a victory. Everybody wanted a victory for Zach and the young kids. Well, you got your victory. And now, all of a sudden, Buffalo does need to win this game next week. And that's where we're sitting. The Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. What the hell's gone on with COVID up there in New York, guys? Dear God, unbelievable. Okay, guys, thanks for having me. Love being here. Don't take any crap from any other Jet fans that tell you to shh. You don't have to shh. Okay? Have a good one.